Well, good evening and welcome to the Dr. Paul Chin Chen Court in the campus of Justice University for tonight's women's volleyball matchup between the Red Hawks of Benedictine University in Mesa against your Justice University Lions. Happy to have you with us. I'm Professor G, Big J, Jason Giroux, and with me as always is Matt Shively. How you doing, Matt?
Doing great, Jason. Looking forward to a great evening of volleyball.
Absolutely. These both of these teams look like they're ready to go. They're loud, they're yelling, they're trying to build some of that team chemistry as the game gets started.
This is my favorite part of the warm-ups, where they're basically taking aim at each other. Basically
taking aim, yep.
They're doing the scouting report, final scouting report, seeing who's the problem going to be on the other side of the net there.
Yeah. I was trying to have the camera on us because that is some brutal sun coming in that window right there for just a second, but we'll see what's happening here. They're coming off the court here for Justice's, I think, final run at it before we get started. Benedictine 7-3 on the season. They are our crosstown. I don't know if we're crosstown rivals, but they're just north of us in Mesa. And their volleyball program has traditionally been pretty solid, 7-3 this season. And great leadership by Coach Madison Kindle. Matt, what are you looking for this evening from the ladies?
Well, looking for them to build on some of the momentum they gained on their recent West Coast road swing. They took 2 victories from West Coast Baptist, and they've been struggling with West Cliff this year, but they had straight sets for the first time this year, a 3-0 win at West Coast, and the other one was a 3-1. So looking for them to build on that, get some good, again, it's all about positioning, it's all about momentum, it's about communication, being in the right place, the right time, and that could translate into a couple set wins here, perhaps a match win.
That's always the hope. Justice coming off of a successful road trip, 2-1 out in California, won 2 matches against West Coast Baptist, interconference rival, and then played West Cliff University, who we saw here earlier this season at home. They played them in California. Unfortunately, we're not able to take that match, but overall a good road trip, Matt.
Absolutely, and again, those trips can build some camaraderie. You're traveling with your teammates, you're having conversations, you're gelling even more than you already have, and so hopefully that'll translate here on the home hardwood.
Yep, I never thought you could have an indoor volleyball match where you're getting blinded by the sun coming in, but I'm hoping the sun keeps going down here. We'll flip it around for folks to look at rather than looking at us. But starting tonight for Benedictine, number 13, outside hitter Rayleigh Drucksman. Number 15, right side, Janae Moore. Number 10, middle blocker, Belarose Branconier. Number 5, outside hitter, Sophie Drollinger. Number 7, their setter, Viviana Galvin. And number 14, another middle blocker, Camille Collins. Their libero tonight is number 3, Adina Ortiz. And again, Benedictine coached by assistant coaches Alexa Lindgren and Courtney Eli, and head coach Madison Kindle.
Let's get ready. Let's get ready to volley.
And then your starting lineups for your Justice University Lions tonight. Number 8, Loren Moses, the opposite side here out of Phoenix. Alyssa Parra, the senior, number 9, outside hitter here from Chandler. Malayla Chag, number 10, the outside hitter from Pinion, Arizona. Number 11, Samantha Atwood, middle blocker from Scottsdale. Zoe Peppers, the libero tonight. Erica Graves, middle blocker, number 14, out of Camp Verde, Arizona. And your setter tonight is Braden Calamity out of Shanto, Arizona. Head coach of your Justice University Lions is Chrissy Gust, and assisted by Jackie Tapia.
Coach Chrissy has built a very good program in just a few short years. We've mentioned this on previous broadcasts, but She's got some seniors that are getting to fulfill their final year here. A year of last firsts, as a couple of them have referred to them. So I'm sure that'll be bittersweet for Coach Guest, but these seniors are great leaders to bring some of the young ones up.
And they've really taken that role seriously. Talking to them, they really get that. They get the importance of leadership, wanting to bring in the younger ladies into that leadership role in the future, and really leading by example. Starts with number 9, Alyssa Parra, and other seniors as well, Sadie, Oswald, Maddie Moran, Zoe Pepper, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sadie and Alyssa, pretty much the original Lions volleyball players, and kind of helped build the rest of the program. Maddie joined shortly thereafter. And you probably can't see very much here with the way the light is coming through the window, but they are piped, they're ready to go. We got about a minute left, and we'll turn it over to our public address announcer, Silent K, Cody Ness, and we'll see what fun words he has for us this evening.
Campus of Justice University. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we open tonight's competition with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts, thanking you for the opportunity to gather together for this volleyball match. We acknowledge your presence with us and ask for your blessings on this event. May this game be a reflection of the talents and abilities you have given each of us, and may we use them to honor and glorify you. Lord, we ask for safety and protection for all players, coaches, and officials. Keep us free from injury and grant us the wisdom to play with integrity and fairness. May our attitudes reflect good sportsmanship, showing respect and kindness to one another, regardless of the outcome. We commit this game to you, Lord, and we pray that your love and peace would fill this place. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now, let's meet tonight's starters. First, for the visiting Red Hawks. And outside hitter, number 13, Riley Brooksman. Right side, number 15, Janae Moore. Middle blocker, number 10, Elrose Brancamier. Outside hitter, number 5, Sophie George. Setter, number 7, Viviana Gallagher. Middle blocker, number 14, Camille Collin. And at header, number 3, Adriana Ortiz. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Justice University Lions. At opposite side, from Phoenix, Arizona, number 8, Lauren Moses. At outside hitter from Chandler, Arizona, number 9, Alyssa Parra. At outside hitter from Pinon, Arizona, number 10, Malila Chick. Calamity. And leading the Lions are head coach Chrissy Gus, assistant coach Jackie Chandler. And at middle blocker from Camp Verde, Arizona, number 14, Erica Graves.
All right, that sun is not being friendly to us yet, but we are getting ready to go here. We'll do our best, guys, to get you a good shot. I'm hoping in just a few minutes that sun will cooperate a little bit more. We'll try and call the action best we can. Until that happens, both teams look ready to go. This is my favorite part of the match, when the referees need to take a look around and make sure the rosters match the players on the court. Super exciting stuff.
I appreciate when the referee's up on the lifeguard tower and looking regal, ready to go. Looking for a good evening here of volleyball. Looking for that sun to set, Jason.
I know
I see a little bit there.
I switched it back so maybe we weren't looking right at the sun, but we'll get you back to the court in just a second. Benedictine brings a pretty good showing tonight. We've had a little bit fuller crowds from other schools, but that's okay. Our student section, decently full as well. But Lions Loyal, if you're out there and you're not doing homework right now, you need to get to the gym and cheer these ladies on. Referee getting ready to go. Here's to give us a go-ahead, and starting at serve, Braden Calamity. Calamity serves over, fielded well by the back row. There's a set to the middle blocker, blocked by the Lions front line. Here comes another set to 15. There's the tip, Zoe there to pick it up. Braden to Samantha Atwood. Returned well by the Red Hawks. There's a hit from the back line. Alyssa Parra there for it. Set over to Malayla Chegg, who tips it toward the back row. Here comes it from the outside, and Benedictine gets the better of that one. That's Sophie Drollinger.
That was a great rally to start things here. That side, coming cross court on the kill is hard to stop, and that was a great play by Benedictine to get it started.
Absolutely. And again, right after scoring a point, Sophie Drollinger back to the serve. Seems like a normal thing.
The ball finds you.
Pepper fields that one well. There's a hit to Atwood. Good block by Benedictine's front line. There's a tip. Zoe there once again to get it. Here comes Calamity out to Chegg. Chegg with the hit. Good tip back by Atwood. Chegg tips it over on the set there. Here comes a hit on the outside. There's a good block from the Lions front line. But we got 4 hits actually on that side.
It hit the net and came back.
You're right, it did, yeah. It's always nice when the assist to the Lions goes to the net. That's always good.
The net giveth and the net taketh away, as we know, but early on, 1-1, Justice serving Malayla Chegg here.
Returned well. Comes an outside. That was a good hit straight down. Those are especially tough. That was inside the green line.
Drucksmann had a good kill there. Very, very confident. Got it on the top of her jump, which gives you the most power. And she came down with it.
Adina Ortiz, the libero, back to serve. From the left side this time. Lizzie Simmons snuck into the game without us seeing.
That was problematic. The Benedictine front line got a hand on that ball, got it over, caused all kinds of chaos on the Lions side.
Back to Zoe Pepper, fields it well, a little bit too hard to the front end. No chance on that one. That was just straight up, straight down.
That's almost exactly what happened on the last point, except it wasn't put back with such authority as that one. Drucksmann's looking confident on that front line to start for Benedictine.
3-1 in favor of the visitors. Pepper with the pass to Calamity, back to Loren Moses. Good block again by Benedictine's front line. They got a couple of really tall middle blockers there. And good movement side to side on the net.
It was actually 4-1 on that point. They were behind a point, so now it's 5-1.
Uh-oh, come on, scoreboard. I'm just kidding. I have done that job. It is not easy. Lorraine with the set. Sam Atwood puts it over on the pass. Here comes the set to the blocker. Good tip. Oh, some confusion. Shag and Pepper did not want to collide on that one, Matt. That would not have been a fun thing.
It doesn't feel good to run into your teammates, for sure.
Not really a lot of time to call that one either on the tip ball, so.
Yeah, it's deflected, going the opposite direction you thought it would be.
There's out of bounds. Again, along with the assist from the net, the assist from the out of bounds line always helps too.
Ortiz was on a roll there, so really excited to see a side out come back to Atwood here. Hopefully the Lions can get a little momentum back as they fall into a 6-2 hole to start here.
And just when you think Atwood's in the back now, they're bringing Erica Graves, so another tall middle blocker. Unfortunately, no match for that one. That was a good kill from number 15. That's
Janae Moore.
Janae Moore, thank you.
She takes a breather after that kill as the sub comes in, and Azaz is back to serve here.
One of the Azaz. This
One
is
of the
Haley.
Azazes.
Malayla Chegg. This is outside to Simmons. A little bit long on that one.
A little bit too much.
Might be time for a timeout for Coach Chrissy here. Nope, she's going to let him keep going here. 8-2 in favor of the visitors. Benedictine off to a quick start, out of bounds.
That was way out of here.
Here comes Sadie Oswald and Lana Hoffman in the game for Moses and Calamity. And Sadie, of course, serving Sadie.
Serving Sadie, looking to restore a little law and order here for the Lions.
That's tough. That middle line almost needs to get up on that ball kind of preemptively, because that's 2 or 3 times now we've seen her come straight down on that one.
I think that was Camille Collins with the hammer.
Oh, I thought that was Druxman again, but you might be right. Druxman back to serve, a good serve. Justice keeping it alive. Simmons keeps it in right
Good
on the net.
angle. Beautiful.
It's a little push. She had to avoid her teammate there.
Oh,
And Justice gets the better of that one.
I'm giving Erica Graves the kill on that one. She got kind of poked it with the left hand and found a good spot.
Lizzie Simmons back to serve. There's a great return back from Lizzie. Comes the middle again. There's a little tip. Great positioning. Great placement.
Collins again, good decision. Loaded up, drew in the defenders, and then just poked it over their heads.
Para back in the game for Lizzie Simmons. And back to serve is Collins from the left side. Maddie Moran also in the game at libero. Samoa Chegg comes off left. Just didn't get a hold of that one. Something happened on that one. And now we got a timeout from Coach Chrissy. Well, Matt, Justice definitely off to a slow start tonight, despite those amazing yellow-green jerseys. They're kind of like yellowish green to
Kind
me.
of an ombre.
Yeah, they
green.
fade from light to dark. Typically a road uniform we've seen them wear this year, but first time seeing it at home, I think.
Yeah, it is, and I think, not sure why the change, but I'm here for it.
Oh, they did get 2 wins on the road last week. Maybe it's a little friendly, superstitious behavior.
Could be. Right now they need to see if they can get a little momentum, get a couple points in a row, and got to slow down that front line of Benedictine. They're really dominating early.
Speaking of, here comes Collins on the serve again. Chegg gets that one. Sadie out there to get that set. Great set for being behind her. Comes in outside. That was a good hit. Let's see if Parra gets there. Yep. Oh, no communication, unfortunately. A valiant effort from Alyssa though on that one.
Definitely nobody was home on that final hit. Like you said, miscommunication. Nobody took charge.
The serve from Collins again. Maddie has to dive for that one. Sadie, little trickery over the net. Mesa returns that favor. Interesting pass from Malayla Chegg right over the top of the net. There's a hit flying in from the back row. Sadie up for Chegg. Good tip. Fielded well though. Off the ceiling. Visitors have trouble with that one.
That was a ceiling point there. But good hustle all the way around. There were a couple out of position. Just the balls were kind of slightly out of position. Malayla had an interesting save. Maddie had a couple good digs there on balls that were really good serves.
Speaking of digs, here's the Grave Digger. Erica Graves serving. A quick hit over the middle. They're moving real quick on that middle line. Malayla sets it over to the back row. There's a good tip there. Sadie gets that. Lana Hoffman, Malayla Chegg. Here's the roof again. Can we get an assist? Nope, they make it work on that one. Here's Lana Hoffman. There's the set. And just over the head of Sam.
Sam just kind of mistimed her jump there. Or mistimed the set coming in from Sadie there.
Zoe Pepper back into the game, and for Benedictine, Janae Moore back in. She's replacing Haley Azaz. Back to serve is Viviana Galvin. Give her another try there.
Out of control on that one from Pepper.
That pesky opponent on our schedule, Matt, Not Us, is back, and it's 14-6 in favor of Not Us.
On the wrong side of a football score right now, Jason. Hopefully they can turn that around.
That one out of bounds.
Good start there.
Here comes Sadie Oswald and Lana Hoffman back out in favor of Calamity and Moses. Calamity back to serve, as she usually does when she rotates in. Great serve from Calamity. Right in no woman's land.
Perfect positioning. Completely no rotation on that ball. Just kind of dropped in there.
And if I'm not mistaken, we might be behind again. That should be 7-14, I think.
It should be. We got a true football score now, 7-14.
There it is. Interesting tip. Chegg with that save. Moses.
Reached over the net on that one, I believe.
We're still learning the calls here a little bit.
Got a couple of the Lions men's basketball coaches in the house. On the front row, supporting the ladies. Calamity back to serve again. Little push shot over. Saved by Calamity to Pepper and Chegg. Too long on the attempted kill there.
All right, the signal we just saw from the referee, we're fortunate to have a few Justice ladies up here that are not playing. It is a back row attack violation. So whoever hit that ball came in from the back row. And I think you have to stay behind the green line if you're hitting from the back row.
I see.
Moses on that hit. Well done off the ceiling. A valiant effort by the Red Hawk defender, but just not enough.
Another point assisted by the ceiling there. We'll take it any way you can get it. And Malayla Chegg again back to serve for the Lions. Looking to get a little roll going here for her team.
Lizzie Simmons back in the game for Alyssa Parra again. Lions have had no answer for Drucksmann tonight thus far. I will say that's the first time I've seen them where they had that quick set and they didn't go to the middle. So Justice may be slightly off on their reaction time.
Ortiz back to serve here.
That looked like it could have been long, but Lizzie, I don't think it was long, but I think Lizzie thought it might have been long and she kind of hit that one at the last second. She knows it was her bad on that one.
A little bit of a misplay there for Lizzie Simmons, but that's all right. Ortiz back to serve again here.
17-9 is the score. That one's out of bounds.
It's probably what she should have done on the last one.
Yeah, that last one was real close. I can't really fault her, but you gotta commit, right? One way or the other, and I think she just waited till the last second on that last one.
That time she definitely made a good decision. Samantha Atwood now back to serve. Set for Benedictine. Kind of an out of position hit over the net, back to the Lions. Loren Moses a little high and outside, that's not gonna count. Benedictine gets the point. Maddie Moran, the libero in, subbing for the Lions.
And Azaz back in the game again, coming in for the middle blocker, Janae Moore. And here is Azaz serving. Outside to Lizzie, good block from the Redhawks. Set again out to Lizzie, let's try this again. This time she chooses to tip it. Here's that outside hit, right off the face of Lizzie Simmons.
Just took one off the temple, or the top of the head.
Drucksman again. I think everybody's okay.
She's smiling that one off a little bit. I guess in girls' sports you can rub it, that's okay. Men's sports you're not supposed to rub it.
No, you gotta act
You
like
don't look
that never
tough.
happened.
Yeah, yeah. If she's rubbing it, that's all right.
There's that middle we were talking about again from Collins. Justice just having no answer for that quick middle set.
Collins, Drucksman, also Moore, really been tough to deal with so far early in set one. They got them doubled up right now, 20-10. That return came flying back over. Chag has to push it back over to Benedictine. They set up. Moran a diving save. Chag another diving attempt, but that's going to fall for the point for Benedictine, taking their lead to 21-10. Still a football score. And as Azaz back to serve again here with the 25-point total of the set win in their sight. Lauren Moses blocked but out of bounds. That's going to be a point for the Lions. And back over as Serve and Sadie checks in.
Along with Lana Hoffman for Calamity and Moses. Now no longer a football score, at least for a moment. It's hard to get 11 points in a football game.
It is. Yeah, you got to have a 2-point conversion.
Back set on the run. Oh, they're calling that one in. That could have gone either way, but
that cross-court attack is hard to stop. You're kind of looking for it head on, and when it comes sideways, it's hard to adjust to.
Serve again from Drucksman. There's a set from Sadie. Just long once again for Hoffman on that one. Justice trying to talk through it. That's a great serve, but a better return from Ray on that one. Ray Fuller. There's Maddie on the set, out to Hoffman. Blocked and out of bounds again, Matt.
It's a good angle by Lana. It's really hard to defend that because if you block it, it's wanting to shoot out of bounds like that. So that's a couple times Lana's done that now.
Here's Ray Fuller for the serve. Wearing that long knee leg brace. Back set again. There's a push, but off the net, and there's a point for the Lions.
These late set rallies are the kind of things that can translate into the next set. So let's see if Ray Fuller can put a couple points in a row here going for the Lions.
Comes that set to the middle. Block from Lana Hoffman on that one.
She's having a good set, Jason. That's her third. That's a block there, but she's had 2 kills to go with it.
Lana, the freshman, just turned 18 a couple weeks ago. She's kind of coming into her own here in this game. There's the tip. Sadie dives for it. There's Maddie, and Malela puts it in. Oh, just long on the pass. Those are so tough when you're facing away to figure out what to put on them.
That's going to bring up set point, Jason, and
Para back in. Little extra defense on that one.
as always, good effort by the ladies, diving for balls all over the court, sacrificing their body, trying to get their team a point.
There's Chag, Sadie, Back set to Graves, into the net, unfortunately. And that's going to end set one, 25-14 in favor of the Red Hawks. Those of you tuning in that don't watch a lot of volleyball, it is a best 3 out of 5. So set one does go to the Red Hawks, but gets to start all over for the second set.
They're going to change sides and see if the other side of the court is a little bit more fortunate for them. Make things all even so every team gets the same vantage point throughout the match here. But again, you can come back after an early set loss. Don't panic. Get back to the basics, reset, see what adjustments you can make going into set two. Again, those side court attacks were, how do you defend against that? Your middle line's got to be paying attention on those.
And Matt, we're fortunate enough to have several of these young ladies in our classes as well. And we talked on our last podcast episode about sportsmanship, leadership, how you carry yourself on the court. And thus far, it's been a very impressive season to watch how these ladies have carried themselves, regardless of the outcome.
They have. I mean, smiles on their faces, not getting too down. Even on that first set, you saw Lizzie take a ball off the face and make a couple errors there, but she smiled them off, and she quickly adjusted and made a couple good plays as a result that she didn't get too down. I had a coach in growing up that said, don't get your dauber down. In other words, don't put your head down. And
Don't get your dauber down.
Yeah, I think it must be like a Texas thing. I don't know.
Where are you from, Matt?
That was Texas back then.
Where, though?
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a while now. I don't think I knew you were an Austin guy.
Yeah.
So.
Kansas before that. I'm kind of from all over.
I knew the Kansas part.
Yeah. As well as Silent K.
Silent K is. You want to come in the shot here, Silent K? Let the people see what you look like. Come on over here. Now I've asked you to. Now you have to, or you look bad. See, everybody, this is Silent K. Professor, Doctor,
Cody Ness.
Mr. President, Mr. Cody Ness. So if you're not out here for the games, you need to get out here so you can hear Silent K on the mic.
How do I get all those titles?
You call him by a certain name.
Yeah.
And then it's not the name that you should call him in front of other people. And so then you have to figure out which name you call him each time.
So
it
you're going
becomes
through
all
the
of them.
Rolodex of all the names you know?
Mr. Dr. Professor, Silent K, Cody Ness.
I like that.
Chaplain,
Chaplain.
Cody Ness. I think we'd be safe if we just used that one, because that would describe him overall. Yeah. Anyway, wow, we're way off track here. If y'all don't already, please think about subscribing to the Prof. G and Shively Next Play podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. Also on YouTube, you can tune in each week. Every Thursday, we launch a new episode and cover everything Justice University. So if you're a Lions loyal or you're just curious about local college sports, love to have you join us. Also on Instagram and Facebook. Check us out.
The Lions loyal over there, now that Benedictine's on their side of things, looking to get in their head a little bit, of course. Looking for some respectful trash talk, if that's a thing. And really just, again, good sportsmanship doesn't mean you can't be a fan. And we're hoping we see a good product here on the court. Loading up the scoreboard here with getting it all set for the second set, and now just looking for all the official substitutions and such for the referees to make sure they got everything they need to start the second set.
You know what I notice as we sit here and wait, Matt? There's a lot of empty wall space in this building. Plenty of room for more sponsors if people want to do that, right?
That's true.
If you are not yet sponsoring Justice Athletics, there are opportunities for banners on the wall, mentions here on the public address, mentions on the broadcast. So shoot us a message, or on our social media you can reach out and we'll put you in touch with the right people. But support your Lions in all the sports. We need to get some so I can say things like this timeout brought to you by.
That's true. We need to talk about something. Right now we just have Grove Coffee with their new fall menu.
That's true. Need some energy? They've got energy drinks.
They do. There's a new maple leaf latte that I enjoyed on Sunday. It was very tasty. Back here in set number 2. And right into the net it goes from the Zaz. That's a good start for the Lions. They'll take it. And back over to Calamity. Goes this side out, and subbing in is Lana Hoffman for serving Sadie. Oswald. Braden Calamity back to serve. Left-handed serve.
Good serve.
It's mishandled by Benedictine. That's 2 unforced errors in a row there. And the Lions up early 2-0.
Pretty sure Sophie Drollinger there thought that ball was going out. Her team yelled in, and she kind of tried to late adjust.
Got caught in the in-between land there.
There she is. There's the runner. She's leaning off her back leg a little bit on that one. Here's Calamity to Chegg. Puts it back, and that is a point again for the Lions. Great start.
Keep stacking those points. Keep adding that momentum. Back to Calamity. She's feeling it right now. 2 straight service points after the side out.
Coach 2G, Greg Gibson from the men's basketball team over there, putting a good juju on, trying to help his team along. Good pickup by Para. Calamity out to Chegg. And that's blocking out of bounds. Another point for the Lions.
They're fired up, Jason. They're feeling that momentum. Calamity's on a little roll here. We haven't said Alyssa Parr's name too much yet. It looks like she's got a heavy brace on her knee as well.
Yep.
Couple girls coming back from that road trip a little dinged up.
3 matches in 3 days is tough, Matt. And again, some miscommunication on the side of the Redhawks. Coach 2G across the way, you can see him. Good block again. That's Samantha Atwood. And she got the push over the net on that block.
The lumberjack with the block there.
And here comes Ray Fuller in for Alyssa Para. We were watching Ray before the game. She's got quite the hit. Let's see if we can see one of those. Chegg back to serve. She's set to the outside and blocked out of bounds again. Front line gets there, just not quite right position on that one. 6-2 in favor of the Lions. Back to serve now is Kyla Kale-Villasane. I was the first one to have to say that tonight. Into the nets.
Well, you won't have to say it right away again because she's not going to serve
Yes.
2 in a row. So,
And if I butchered that and you are a fan of Benedictine that happens to be tuned in right now, feel free to send over some phonetic spelling in the comments.
Kaya Villasane looks right, but we could be wrong.
There's Atwood on the serve. Set to the middle. This time off the net.
That's going to be point Lions.
That's been a gimme for the Redhawks all night, but that one did not go.
A little follow through into the net there, perhaps with her hand, or just.
Now the ball just came off the top and back onto their side. Yeah.
I see. Atwood back to serve again here.
Return well. Here comes the set to the outside. That's going to be a point for the Redhawks off the touch.
That came firing off kind of at a funny angle there. It almost looked like it was going to go all the way over the net on the return there, but it landed just short. And
Coach Chrissy asked him for an explanation. I think they felt like the Redhawks player reached over the net on a free ball, which you're not supposed to do. But the ref says no, the point stands. And now we're back to Kenzie Chappelle with the serve. Lana Hoffman. Here comes off the roof. The assist was not there that time. Good block. Calamity.
good
Trickeration from Braden Calamity.
causing some calamity in her path there with the little no-look pass over the net, if you will.
Serving Sadie in. One thing the Redhawks have going for them right now, they have made basically an entire roster swap for this second set. Lots of new faces we didn't see set one. There's the outside set. That face we did see, but a good block. There's a push. Zoe gets there. Not enough. Ray Fuller valiantly tries to get it over, but just out of bounds. What a save from Zoe there on that.
That was great effort. She just opened up her hand and slid it under the ball there to keep it from hitting the hardwood.
She added some seasoning to that play.
She did. A little paprika with the pepper.
Oh, that one right forward misjudged and right off of her chest instead of her arms, and she probably wants that one back.
Got a little deflection off her mouth there as well, but she's tough. She's hanging in there, and
she has those eyes right now. She's looking like, give me that one back.
Yeah, she's got the eye of the
There we
tiger.
go. Oh. Zoe. Lions get it over Sadie Oswald.
Oh!
I think I just felt the earth shake under us, Matt.
That was a great sound coming off her hand there.
Yep.
Back to Alyssa Parra. This is a muted version of her serve.
I think what happened is she heard you calling her the flying squirrel, and she changed her serve so she doesn't fly anymore.
I wonder if that knee's playing a factor, Jason.
Probably so. I'm just messing with you, Matt.
Moses had a nice kill there, though. Nice block. She could be saving it for later in the match, too.
Blocked out of bounds once again, point to the Red Hawks. We're going to see Danielle Azaz for the first time tonight. The other, I'm assuming, Azaz sister from San Antonio, Texas. It'd be kind of odd if there were two Azaz players from San Antonio on the same team.
Suppose they could be cousins, but...
True. Somewhat related somehow. Little lofted serve there. There's Sadie to Loren Moses with the push. There's Azaz to the outside. And just inbounds. I don't think that was touched either. I think that was just off, kind of rolled off the net and inbounds from Lily Setka. Azaz back to serve again from the left-hand side. 11-7 in favor of the Lions. Pepper. There's Sadie to the Gravedigger. Who gets that one on the run. I don't think that's exactly how she drew it up, Matt, but that was a point, and it works nonetheless.
Was a little bit out in front from where she wanted it, but she still reached it with that extension, and it found some hardwood down for the point, and hey, look at that. Now she's serving. That's how that works.
Atwood joins the game again, so they got two tall middle blockers in once again. Coach Christie taking the size. There's the Gravedigger. Sadie, back to Moses, not where she wanted it. Got a little net help. That's two in a row where the ball wasn't exactly where they wanted it, but they made the best of it.
The bounces are going their way early here in set two, and you just got to ride that wave as much as you can.
Erica Graves once again to serve. She serves from right about the middle of the court. Oh, well returned on that one. Unfortunately, I don't know if the rest of the Lions were expecting that to come back. That middle, that one ball has been pretty much a gimme all night long, but we got Maddie Moran back into the game, the senior out of Mesa.
Sadie Oswald tying her shoe here, holding up action momentarily. Benedictine coach giving some direction from the sideline.
Better safe than sorry, Matt.
Absolutely.
There's Sadie with the middle to Atwood.
Oh,
puts it down.
Great adjustment from the lumberjack there. It was a little bit, again, not set in the perfect place, but she adjusted midair on that one and got the kill.
Lana Hoffman and Braden Calamity back in for Moses and Oswald. Calamity on the serve. Tried to backset that one just a little too close to the net.
I think she might have been trying to dunk it over her shoulder, but it didn't quite make it over. And either way, this is where we started this set with Calamity on a little bit of a service roll. Let's see if we can continue that here.
15-8 is the score. Calamity with the serve. Another great serve causing a dive there. There's a little tip, but that was well placed. I think that was Setka again. Well-placed ball from the side there, right where nobody was sitting. Matt, the lineup out there for the Lions right now, pretty indicative of the team as a whole. A couple freshmen, a couple seniors, a couple middle-classmen. Parra getting that one. I think Calamity thought that might go off the roof, but it did not. Right side set.
Maddie
Driving
Moran
serve.
flying in there. Lana Hoffman, but they still got it over there. Maddie the
Great.
set.
Yep. Here comes Chang. Nope.
Calamity punches it back over. Benedictine sets back up the kill, and that's going to find some.
That was some great defense actually by the Redhawks on that one. I think we all thought Lana Hoffman had that one, and
a good save,
they
yeah.
put it back.
That's one of the better points of this entire game so far. We had the very opening point was similar. Good adjustment there, but they're going to get the point from the push.
Yeah, well, it's a double hit. She didn't quite get that set. Your hands have to hit specifically at the same time, or it's a double. The NCAA has gotten a little bit lax on that rule, but that was pretty obvious on that one. Para, Calamity, so it sets it over. Trying to cause a little disruption. There's Maddie Moran. Calamity. Here's Chang, and that's long again. Unfortunately, sometimes when they're not in their rhythm, Matt, it's just tough to get that ball inbounds.
Again, when you kind of are hitting it, when you're coming down, there's a tendency to shoot it up higher, and it misses that back line.
Out of bounds, good eye for Maddie Moran. Maddie, not one of the taller ladies on the team, so she feels like, well, if I'm all the way in the back and it goes over, that's got to be out of bounds.
Maddie just looks thrilled to be playing again. She missed some action with a concussion.
Number 6.
Number 6 concussion. It's not what you want to hear.
Well, we kind of could see why that last play she went diving.
Yeah.
Calamity to Atwood, who says, I'm going to put this right there.
She yells timber and brings it down. Perfect timing there. The very top of her jump, all that downward momentum on the kill. Nothing the other side can do on that one.
Melilla Chang with the serve, 17-12, home team. Back set. Well played by Chang. There's Calamity.
Oh,
Ray
left
Fullers
hand.
has to left-hand tip. I think Atwood wants that one back too. That ball didn't come off as hard as she thought it was going to. Good tight game here in set 2.
Much better in set 2 for the Lions. They've responded well. And you build a little bit of a lead. You can afford to trade some points here.
Lana Hoffman off kind of her back leg. Not sure what happened there. Must have gone off out behind the pole there on the net. Hey, Matt, who's serving right now?
This is our friend, Keo Villasane.
Just had to do that to you once.
I know. I had to find it on my paper there.
There's that hit from Ray Fuller. That was strong. Well blocked, though. Wow, there's a good pickup. Unfortunately, when it goes off the light and over, that doesn't count.
I see.
You can play it off the roof as long as it stays on your side, but
Timeout Lions to try to slow down the current momentum that Benedictine's picked up on this little run to even it to 2. 17-15 here. A little bit past the halfway mark in the second set. Benedictine, of course, winning the first set. And looking for more, but the Lions trying to even this thing up at a set apiece. Talking strategy, Chrissy Gust over there, just reminding them of their fundamentals, reminding them of the plan.
good team play over here. We got Sadie, we got Abby walking out, making sure their teammates are hydrated.
Play within yourself, right? Just get back to where you were earlier in the set, and you had several points in a row. And
I have to tell you, it's been fun watching our producer / my wife, Jessie, over here manning the camera, but after every point, she's got the rah-rah pom-pom up in the air, cheering for those ladies. She used to be the loudest fan, I think, on the sideline, and since joining our broadcast, she's not allowed to yell as much.
just got to keep that noise inside a little bit, but you can see it on her face. It's still there. It's still very much so. All about the Lions here. As we're hoping we can root our team on to a victory.
He's a good 6-hole man.
And Vila Tino Villasein back again to serve here for
And that
the Red
that was
Hawks.
a good timeout from Coach Chrissy.
It worked. I thought it worked. What happened here? Oh, yeah, it did work.
The grave digger in for Maddie
They
Moran.
iced the server. And I think that's the thing. You've been on a roll serve and then there's a timeout. Throws you off a little.
Well, anytime you interrupt rhythm, right?
Could be. Oh, misplay there. Ball came off a little hard.
I think you said in that last break, get back to where you were at the beginning of the set.
It is.
Those were a couple of things that we saw at the beginning of the set last time. Atwood from the middle. Again, an awkward pass, but the setter there to get it. Aaron's hit, though, right at their fans. Matt, I'm not sure what their fans did wrong to them, but they just hit that ball right at them.
Hope they were paying attention. That could be painful. Atwood's on a little rhythm here.
Again, an awkward first hit, but she makes up for it on the second one.
Lana Hoffman right there to stuff it.
There's Atwood. Calamity with the trigger.
That move, that's the second time for that move at least for Brayden Calamity. And now timeout Benedictine. They're doing exactly what we just talked about, trying to stop the bleeding. Lions way more pumped up now as they regain the huddle here. And
Good amount of Lions faithful out here. Lions loyal. Love to see even more on a home game, but hopefully some of you are watching online as well.
That's when they come out.
you know, I'm wondering, Jason, if Benedictine's resting some of their starters for set 3 here. They might be coming out with a little bit more firepower. We'll see what happens here the rest of this set, though. 4 more points to get here. The work is not done for the Lions.
Lions come out with a strong front line again. Atwood, Graves, Hoffman, all 3 on the court, along with Ray Fuller, Calamity, and Malela Chegg. Good serve from Atwood. Malela Chegg comes as if out of nowhere. And there's Fuller on the perfectly placed hit.
Perfect. Cross court and deep. Found that back corner. Beautiful play there from Ray.
There's Atwood serve. Good to the back line. I don't know how she did that one, but that was a great play on defense from Atwood. Hoffman on the hit.
Yes.
And there it is. Well, sometimes you don't need it to look pretty, Matt. You just need it to be effective. And Coach Chrissy liking what she's seeing. She's liking the relentlessness of her front line.
Lana Hoffman's had a great game so far, Jason. And Sam Atwood's been the serve master this set.
Out of bounds on that little tip try. And we got set point in favor of the Lions.
They're all kinds of excited about that as well. And Sam wants to take it right here, right now. She doesn't want to give that ball back over to Benedictine.
Not a well-played ball. Back to the outside again. Good tip. Oh, and just not there. Atwood, valiant effort, but you know, every point from now on, though, is set point, Matt. So Atwood getting a break in favor of Zoe Pepper, the libero. Zoe, the senior. Zoe all the way from Lakeport, California. Almost hit the net on that one. Ray Fuller says no. She gets it back. Good hit. Well blocked. Here's the outside again. Out. Out of bounds is the call. And that is the set. Set number 2, the Lions 25-16.
Wow. Really fired up about that one. Incredibly excited to get that set. Win. Almost identical set scores, 1 and 2, just in reverse.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to see some more of that for sure.
Again, I'm predicting them Benedictine possibly coming out with their starters here in set 3. So temper that excitement, Justice. Stay hungry.
That seems like the strategy on that one was to put some of their fresh legs in, give the starters a break. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the game plan all along. Play the starters in 1 and 3. Let the bench have a little bit of action number 2, and then see what happens. If they would have gotten that victory in set number 2, though, that would have been a great opportunity for Benedictine to put their starters back in and try and ice it, but the Lions would have none of that.
Momentum can be a fickle thing. I think sometimes you're playing with fire when you take out what's working. I maybe would have elected to try to take the first 2 and then maybe put in your younger players and get a little experience in, but we'll see what happens if they can rally. And again, the pivotal set 3 is coming.
I think the challenge for us, Matt, is we see these ladies, I should say, 1 maybe 2 times per season, and these coaches know their girls every game, every match. So it may look to us like, what are you doing by making those choices? But they know what their team feels like, and they know the strengths and weaknesses better than we do. Coach Chrissy, I don't think having to do much pumping up over there, though, right now. I think the team is handling that all on their own.
Absolutely. I think her rotations, her subs have been perfectly placed so far, getting a lot of their big hitters in there at key times to get those points. Their key servers to get some rhythm. Calamity and Atwood serving really well so far. We haven't seen Para and Oswald, who often go on runs, do that yet with the serving, but
yeah, I think if we would have, I think last set effectively was a Calamity and Atwood serving fest.
It was.
Where are you all watching from that are watching online? Let's see who can win the furthest away contest. Anybody from out of state? Anybody from out of the country? Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Silent K, Cody Ness trying to rally the troops. Matt, I did that job for the first few seasons here that Cody is doing. That's not an easy job. You feel like you're all into it. The crowd gets loud and then just silence after you're done.
Right.
So we need our fans to be consistently loud, you know. Oh, we got a couple of people watching one from Annapolis, Maryland, Matt.
Wow.
I think so far they're winning that distance contest. Although with the Azaz last name, we have somebody from San Antonio, Texas. So I'm assuming that must be family watching their loved ones.
Shout out to the Azaz family. Thanks for indeed you.
Thanks for joining us. Happy to bring you this action on YouTube.
Maryland, it's almost 10 o'clock out there. Thanks for staying up late with us.
Braden Calamity to start things off. Got the free ball over there. Alyssa Para. Calamity to Atwood. Who says, again, I'm just going to put this right there.
Chops that one down. First point, again, that first point momentum gets you started, and Calamity likes to take a couple points early and roll with it.
Good set to the outside. That was a good hit out, blocked out of bounds. Not a lot you can do with that from Drollinger. And once again, who goes to serve? Drollinger.
And this is their starting lineup as we thought we might see.
Man, we have some Red Hawk faithful out of bounds on that one. Another viewer from Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia.
Wow.
Navy Town, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? Norfolk?
Chegg back to serve for the Lions with the 2-1 advantage early here in set 3. Takes that one off her shoulder, but they save it. Atwood back over to Benedictine here. The set deflected, saved by the Lions. Set by Calamity. Atwood, saved by Benedictine. Over on 2.
Moran with the set on that one.
Gonna have to push that over from the back.
And another block out of bounds, this time off of the hit from Janae Moore. And if our scoreboard is right, we got a 2-2 game.
Trading points here early.
Adina Ortiz, the libero, back to serve for the Red Hawks. Ray Fuller, there's Braden. Lana Hoffman pushes it, but that gets put right back down on her.
Good block by Moore.
Yeah, you can see that coming. Really, Druxman got the full wind-up on approach on that one.
They've had a tough time answering that cross-court shot by Druxman. Ortiz continues to serve here. Benedictine leading in this set for the first time.
Ray Fuller doesn't quite get there. That ball was a little behind her. I wonder how easy it is to adjust, Matt. If you figure out that Druxman's doing that cross-court shot every time, can you adjust that fast, I wonder, on the defensive side? Who knows?
Gotta try to anticipate it. Try to slow. Almost like in football, you call it a spy. You kind of got to spy out there. Just try to take away that lane.
Ortiz on a little bit of a serving run here. The announcer jinx comes through. And that ball back to the Lions. Maddie Moran out, Erica Graves in. And here's Samantha Atwood, another friendly face behind the line tonight. Well hit there, that was Collins again from the middle. And we're going to see Haley Azaz back in. Coming in for Janae Moore. And back to serve immediately. Ray Fuller fielded well by their defense. That could have gone either way. That was on the line.
Wow.
We're going to give them the point. The official right in front of it. So you got to go with what he calls.
It's a good misdirection shot again there, and they found the line. So
Collins there to stuff that attempted tip from Calamity.
Graves couldn't do anything with it. It was deflected.
This looks again like the first set, unfortunately. Blocked out of bounds, and that is a Lions side out and point. Here comes Sadie Oswalt, Lauren Moses for Lana Hoffman and Braden Calamity. Yeah, somebody give Calamity a breather. She's been in there a while. Sadie's like, I'll take that for you.
Sadie looking to get a little service rhythm here.
Sadie, the senior from right here in Gilbert, right next door to Chandler.
I think Ray Fuller touched that one about 7 times. Okay, twice.
Although I didn't see the double call. I think they just called it.
They didn't see it. I think Lauren Moses was right there too, but either way, it didn't make it over the net, so it's a point for Benedictine.
Benedictine saw that, though. They were all pleading their case. Here's Druxman on the serve. Ray Fuller back to Sadie. Here's Ray Fuller with the tip. But the Red Hawks player right there where she needs to be. Right on the net, there's a push. But blocked out of bounds by Moses, and that's a point to the Red Hawks. 9-4 is the score. Rayleigh Druxman back to serve again. Deep. Side out and a point to the Lions. Alyssa Parr coming back in the action. Or is she? Yes, she is for Ray Fuller. They trade one arm for another, basically. Let's see if we see the traditional flying squirrel or if we see the adapted serve for tonight. Oh, we got the adapted serve again. Still strong. That with a great decision on that side of the net.
Alyssa Parra's not moving quite like herself right now. You could tell that knee's bothering her a little bit.
Viviana Galvin, the center, though, senior for Benedictine. That was a
Perfect
senior
placement.
move.
That was a good move.
Yeah. 11-5, and back to serve now is Julia Hodges. I don't think we've seen Julia much, or at least not called her name yet. And that's out of bounds. Point Lions. Got some affirmation on the comments, Matt. Norfolk and Navy Town. I got to go Navy on the comments over here.
All right. Is it Annapolis, Maryland, something Armed Forces too? I'm trying to remember.
Isn't that,
Is that Army? No, that's New York.
is that the Marines?
Didn't we have Annapolis, Maryland also?
Annapolis, Maryland.
Meanwhile, 12-6 Benedictine here in set 3, and Galvin back to serve. Oh, I almost got my wish. I've been wanting to see a ball go into the basketball hoop all season. It's just rimmed out.
Yep. And we're overthinking it, Matt. Annapolis, also a Navy town.
I thought it was a Navy. Okay. There you go. Ooh, a mishit that worked. Sometimes it happens that way.
I think everybody on Benedictine was like, "I'll go for it," and then they saw each other and didn't want to run into each other. So
that nail of Malayla Cheggs died an untimely death, but it died so the ball would go over and find some ground. So she'll gladly put a new one on tomorrow. And Calamity back to serve again.
Sam Atwood together on that one. I'm not sure who made the contact there.
I'm going to give it to Hoffman the way they looked at Lana. I think she got most of that one. Another shoe tie situation.
The scorekeeper here says it was scored to the both of them evenly because it was
To
like
both of them.
one hand each.
I like that. Teamwork.
And that one's long again.
And not playable.
We will take it. Calamity again. Matt, don't call it a comeback.
They've been here before, Jason.
They have.
Braden Calamity.
That's why we don't call it a comeback.
Down for Benedictine.
That landed in that. That looked out to me again as well. But hey, that's why I'm not in the blue shirt, you know? Point to Benedictine. Sophie Drollinger back to serve. She's had a good night serving as well. Maddie Moran, there's Braden to the middle. Atwood lays the lumber. How many is that, Matt?
I have her down for 5 kills on the night so far. Couple of blocks as well.
Keeping in mind, everyone, we are the unofficial scorekeepers. Best we can do with our eyes. They're going to have to free ball this one over. There's Maddie. Calamity outside to Ray Fuller. They're calling the touch. And into the net. I think Benedictine wanted a ball in the net call on our side on that one. Where they called the touch. It could have gone either way, I suppose.
That was a hard-fought point. A couple times I thought the Lions had it, and finally they did. So that would have been a hard one to swallow if that didn't go their way, but...
Not to be confused with a hard-fought hallelujah.
True.
What a set that was. Played well by Calamity, though. Somehow, what do we got here? We got a net violation on the Lions on that one.
That cross-court killer as well.
Calling that one on Hoffman.
Again, Druxman causing problems with that cross-court shot. Forced the error on Hoffman.
Calamity. Atwood, well blocked by Benedictine. Still got a close game here. It's anybody's game here, but the Lions have to do something before it gets away from them.
Again, trading points goes well when you have the lead, but when you're trying to scrap from behind, it can be difficult.
That hits the out of bounds upright.
Hit the
We're gonna get a
antenna.
timeout from Coach Chrissy.
Yeah, this is the right time for that. You don't want it to go any further. 6 is already a lot to come back from. You want to go ahead and try to stop that downward train of momentum. And again, Chrissy's letting them catch their breath, get some water, reminding them of their fundamentals, their conditioning, and meanwhile Benedictine talking to a couple girls getting a seat to rest their legs a little bit as she's addressing them and giving them some reminders.
Sometimes you just need to reset yourself, you know. Coach Chrissy may not have a lot to tell them, but sometimes you just got to get your mind right. It's hard to react and adjust in the moment.
It can also just be kind of a reminder of, hey, you've been here before, you've done it before, you are capable, just play within yourself. Remember to communicate, remember to talk, remember to adjust, and again, just kind of regroup, like you said.
Atwood, Hoffman, Calamity, Fuller, Chegg, along with the libero, Maddie Moran. Ortiz still serving from the left side. Not sure what Malala was trying to do with that one. She kind of flipped her arms on the pass, but that's a point to the Red Hawks.
Kind of hit funny off one of her knuckles, perhaps, and just kind of flew off to the side into the students over there for the Justice.
There she is. That's a good one. Calamity to Atwood.
Too wide on the cross court.
Tried to place it to the left where nobody was standing, but just too much power. As Arnold would say, too much power. Ray Fuller brings it back inside the out of bounds. That was a good job from her. What normally is a cross court turned into a tip on that one.
She mixed it up on that one, a little change of pace. Was effective, and Ortiz continues. Ortiz has been...
Let's try it, right? She's been great behind the service line tonight. She's been
She has
absolutely
been.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Totally. What a run
really-
she's got going on. It didn't work. Maddie Moran. Atwood. There we go. That time it worked, and it was Ortiz that could not handle that hit. Number 6, if I'm not mistaken.
6 is what I have, and guess who's back to serve? Oh, just kidding.
Zoe Pepper quickly in for Atwood. There's a serve from Pepper. Well played. There's a set to the outside. Off the top of the net, out of bounds. No touch. Point Lions. 13-20 in favor of the Red Hawks. Here in set number 3. Pepper again. To the middle, there's a tip. That was a good decision from Collins on that one, Matt.
She's got a lot of awareness, court awareness. Very good move. Just kind of poked that through with her fingers.
Haley Azaz back to serve. Oh, that was almost going to land in, but did not go the Lions' way. It's a tough play for Ray Fuller on that one.
Yeah. She's been struggling over in that corner a little bit today. In the middle.
Pepper, Calamity to Erica Graves. That set was just a little too far to the net, and Benedictine was able to put that back down.
Definitely a little discombobulated here in this waning moments of set number 3.
Welcome to Lakeport, California. The Zoe Pepper fan club has arrived on the broadcast.
All right.
That one out of bounds off the block, and that goes to the Lions. Here comes Sadie and Lorraine once more for Lana Hoffman and Braden Calamity.
Not a lot of room for error left here in set 3, but again, stuff you can put together to build you into the next set and some momentum. Like that.
Collins patting her own chest saying, that's my bad.
Sadie gets her service point there with that knuckleball serve of hers that doesn't rotate at all.
9 times out of 10, Matt, you want that back row to get the first hit. Collins knows it. She stepped back for it, and there's that cross court. That was off the net, not the block, though, but they're going to call the point. Producer Jesse, let's see the replay on that one. But it's too late. That's set number 3 to the Red Hawks. And really, we don't have any replays either, so no can do.
Wishful thinking,
Yeah.
but listen.
Someday.
In this court tonight, their word is law, and they said that it was a touch. 2-1 Benedictine going into set 4.
Well, Matt, the last home match that was here, we had a 2-1 lead for the visitors going into set 4, and the Lions were able to pull 2 out. Let's see if we can get some of that same action again here.
Some good things happened, so.
It went differently before. It was, we won set 1, then lost 2 and 3, then came back for 4 and 5, but we'll see what the lineup for Benedictine looks like here as well. See if Coach Kendall goes with her starters again, or if she goes with the fresh legs as she did in set number 2. Andy Donato back here, one of our just as faithful, one of our Lions. She is practicing her game back here and just about took off the scorekeeper's head with the ball, but we'll forgive her.
Set 4 again, looking for the Lions to come out with that veracity they had in set 2, where they took hold of it right away with the first 5 points. No answer the entire rest of that set from Benedictine. So again, Benedictine, they've been good on the odd sets, 1 and 3. Justice took the even set number 2, coming into another even set, number 4. And we'll see what happens as we're getting late in this game. The legs get tired. Just get a little heavy. Need that little burst of energy. Subs can do that. Now, Jason, can you halfway through a set just completely sub out everybody for everybody?
You can. I don't think there's a restriction on that. You can ask our friend the official right here, but I think that's true. As long as they do the sub like we're seeing, they have to wait to go in until they're allowed in.
I wonder if Benedictine doesn't start out with their starters here and then sub in those fresh legs halfway through. Get them a little more experience as well. We'll see what they do here.
Or the other way around. They might start with the fresh legs and bring the starters in. We need the Lions loyal over there in the corner of the student section. We need some noise now that they're on the Benedictine side.
We saw that work in set 2, so.
It's like the trainer for Benedictine. Oh, is that a coach or a trainer? Forgot something over there. Might need your phone. Lions going with Calamity, Chegg, and Atwood in the front line. Sadie Oswald, Yvette Rodriguez, who we haven't seen tonight. This is her first in. And Erica Graves, although we're just about to see Zoe Pepper sub in as a libero. And let's see, we've got Viviana Galvin, who is a starter. We've got Rayleigh Druxman, who is a starter. Camille Collins, who is a starter.
So going out, Jason, and then immediately subbing out before you get any action, Are you establishing that you're in the lineup? Is that what that is? And you're in the rotation?
The libero can rotate in for certain purposes, and so they can sub a certain way that the other players may not. And so you have to put your 6 on the court before you replace one with the libero.
I see.
Yeah. Saw the same thing on this side here too. And as you predicted, Benedictine went with their starters to the start game, set 4. There's a shot right to Rodriguez, first minute in the game. They got that one back from Atwood. Here comes a free ball over. Sadie out of the game now for set. There's a set from Zoe. Malela Chegg. Zoe right there again. Sadie pushes it to the back line. Set to the middle, not quite where they wanted it. Atwood with the block. Lana Hoffman coming in for Sadie Oswald. Coach Christie deciding to go with some size again. Both Hoffman and Atwood on the front line. And here's Braden Calamity. I don't know that she's wearing a leg brace mat that looks like a leg warmer, but several of the ladies nursing their legs a little bit.
This could be some compression, just a little. If you got like a bruise or something, kind of holds it all in there for you so it doesn't move around and hurt more.
Yeah, Atwood with a net violation, unfortunately, there. And we have a serve coming from Druxman. Back to Zoe Pepper. Here's the set from Calamity to Atwood, who she's used to being right up on the net, so she goes straight down, and unfortunately on this side of the net that time.
Just a little shy of the target there, Jason, and back to Druxman and the Benedictine Redhawks here.
Good eye from Yvette Rodriguez, seeing that ball going out. And immediately she's coming out for Lizzie Simmons. Both of whom we haven't seen a lot of tonight. Lizzie played a little bit in the first set. Haven't really seen a lot of her since set 2. Chegg back to serve. Set to the middle. Somehow fielded by Zoe. Back to Lizzie and free over from Braden. There's the runner. Oh! Fielded by Chegg off the roof and assist roof for Benedictine on that one.
A couple of great attempts there by the Lions to save that ball, but Benedictine bringing the pressure with those balls being placed where they were, and have a little bit of an early lead here in set 4, 3-2.
Julia Hodges back to serve for the Redhawks. Lizzie Simmons there, Braden Calamity to Lana Hoffman. Again, maybe not how she wanted it, but it worked. You can kind of hear that hit awkwardly off of her fingertips, but a point's a point.
Point's a point, and that went right where she needed it to go.
Gravedigger giving Atwood a break, and here comes Pepper as well to to serve. Graves trying to put that one back, and nobody there to recover.
Unfortunately, that looked like it was going to go the Lions' way, but no one to clean up the mess there.
Maddie Moran brought in for the Lions for some defense. Not that Zoe Pepper plays poor defense. We just saw amazing plays from her on defense, but Maddie known for her defense. Long again, but Yvette Rodriguez and Lizzie Simmons both with great eyes on that back corner.
And perhaps a little bit for her leadership. She brings a lot of encouragement to the team.
Yep, there's tangible volleyball skills, and then there's leadership skills, of which she has both. No touch there and out of bounds. That's a point, Lions.
Sadie Oswald, the service winner there, and that was good presence of mind to not touch that.
Not to call out our fans in person here, but Maddie Moran's mom rolls the ball back to the other side and quickly says, "Oh, I'm sorry for that." Here's Sadie on the serve. I think Maddie's parents have been here for just about every match. Point Lions.
4 hits. And Jason, you can't do that.
I think that might be one more than you're allowed, Matt.
One more. In.
And that's an ace from Sadie. I think even the Lions were a little bit in disbelief. They were waiting for that signal.
Again, that knuckleball causes that ball to drop a little quicker than you think it's going to. It found some inbounds real estate.
Sadie again. This time there's no question of if it's in or not. And into the net again. We'll take that assist.
A little bit of momentum here for the Lions off the service arm of Sadie Oswald.
Ooh, that was probably out of bounds. Thank you for playing that one. Malola Chegg with the quick reflex. There's Sadie to Loren. No choice but to punch it over. Trickery. There's Maddie Moran for that defense again. Lizzie Simmons comes the set to the middle. The tip blocked by Erica Graves. There's the hit blocked again. And down. That's a Lizzie Simmons block.
And she will let you know about it, Jason. She's fired up over there. And why not? They got a 9-4 lead here in set number 4.
Sadie with a great serve again. They're going to have to hit this from the back row. Maddie trying to avoid concussion number 7 there, I think. Malola Chegg apologizing, but
I was just getting ready to say we're seeing a little bit of a clinic from Sadie Oswald on the serves. And then that unfortunately happened to send it back over to Benedictine here.
Lily Setka with the serve. There's Maddie. Sadie with the set back to Lizzie Simmons. Off the block, out of bounds, and a point to the Lions.
The resurgence of Lizzie Simmons in set number 4.
Sorry, Matt. Didn't mean to talk over you there. I think on that last one with Maddie had the concussion. Malela had a bum knee, and that would have been disaster potentially for both of them. Malela Chegg tries to put it over. Matt Shively cannot contain his reaction to that one.
I am sorry. Sometimes you got to make a business decision when it comes to those balls, not wanting to bang up your knee even more or hit your head.
Teammate. You don't want to,
Obviously, you're going full kilter, but you got to think about your body sometimes.
Ortiz serves it. Maddie back over. Here comes the set to the middle. And Erica Graves just wasn't quite ready for that one, and that's going to be a point to the Redhawks. Ortiz, we saw her go on a bit of a run last set behind the service line. Let's hope that the Lions can stop it short this time. Maddie again, kind of off of her shoulder and face. Yvette Rodriguez plays it over the net. Erica Graves puts it back down. Malela with the set. There's Sadie. Little trickery over the net of her own. Outside to Collins. There's that cross court, and Maddie fields that one. Malela Chegg puts that one over. Here comes the set to the middle. And that was a good one from Collins.
So on a ball like that, Jason, where it kind of ricochets off the hand and in the face, is that a double hit? Or
technically it could, but I think for Maddie it hit right on the chest shoulder at a moment. Somehow it stayed in the air though. I don't know how that happened. Erica Graves tries to kill that one. Loren Moses right there. And we'll give the assist to the ceiling on that one again.
that pipe right there just sent the ball right back down, and not expecting that.
Who put that pipe there, Matt?
I don't know,
I think it's been there a while, though.
I will thank them. It's the lowest spot of the ceiling.
Set to the middle, there's the tip. Sadie tries, sacrificing the body. Just not there.
It's about a full foot lower than any other spot on the ceiling. And the ball found it on that play.
Here comes the Zaz again with the serve. Out of bounds, that one. Rodriguez again was tempted, but good eye. Saw that one going out. Here come Moses and Oswald in favor of Hoffman and Calamity. And as normal, here comes Calamity to serve. 12-9 in favor of the Lions. So set to the outside. There's the good block. The Lions there. Yvette Rodriguez picks that one up. There's Calamity to the outside. Chegg not quite there into the net, unfortunately. Good block by the Lions defense there, but just couldn't finish the point. Rayleigh Druxman, there's the serve. Yvette doesn't go where it wants, but we're able to save and get it back over, but Atwood just out of bounds. A Again, we've seen it a couple times, Matt, when they've got their back to the other side and they try and hit that free ball over the net. Seen a couple of them land out of bounds.
Just a little wide on that shot, and it's 1 point game.
To Pepper. Calamity punches the ball over. Here's a set to the outside. That's Setka. Chegg, well defended. Calamity well defended, and the ball kind of goes around. They don't really know where to get it.
I think I'd call a timeout right here, Jason, to reset, but they're not going to go with that. It's tied up at 12 now.
Rodriguez, Pepper, Molela Chegg. There's the point and the side out.
Re-establish some
Lizzie Simmons in
presence
for
there.
Yvette Rodriguez. Molela Chegg back to serve.
Lizzie's been the spark plug in this set, for sure.
Outside to Setka. Good block. Back set. Zoe somehow was able to react to that one. Little battle at the net. Simmons. Braden puts it back over. Little trickery. Braden. Chegg gets it back. Hoffman just can't put it over, but what a play from Molela Chegg. I love the fan in you, Matt. I love the fan in you.
Oh, that was almost a miraculous save. And Abby Bergeron sighting.
That's the first time tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Abby, a freshman from Florida, Travernier, Florida. Pepper, Calamity, Lizzie Simmons, and that's in. That looked like a curveball that you see in Major League Baseball. That looked like it was going out, and it just curved right back down and in.
A little mustard on that one.
Not sure how you curve a volleyball hit, but she did it.
Velocity, momentum.
The quick set again, and man, all she had to do was put that down. Haven't called her name much tonight, but that's Bella Rose Branconier, the junior from La Quinta, California, transfer student.
This has been a tight set all the way through. Still knotted up at 14 here.
Viviana Galvin serving. There's Erica Graves. Well played. Bergeron, there's Calamity outside to Lizzie again. Off the tip. Set to the middle back row. Didn't get over the net. If it did, Erica Graves was right there. Point Lions. Hoffman and Calamity out. Moses and
Serving Sadie
Oswald
time.
in.
Sadie's had the serve tonight down. Let's see if that can continue here. That knuckleball. But no, down for the kill.
No push on that one, unfortunately, again.
Moore buries it. Willie Setka back to serve for Benedictine.
Bergeron, Oswald, back sets to Lizzie, who just has to tip it. Benedictine says no with that one, and they push it right back down.
Return to sender. Branconier, I think, had that one.
15-15, all knotted up. Here in set 4. Bergeron, watch out for the roof.
The roof giveth, and the roof taketh away.
I remember when we first started playing volleyball here, Matt, and the opponents were complaining. And it's like, well, both sides have to play it. So,
Yeah. There's no advantage, really.
Sadie calls it, Moses into the net. Now should be about time for a timeout for Chrissy. Looks like she just told Coach Jackie.
One more point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Unless we get it back here. I'm sure if we get it back, she's not calling
She'll
timeout.
save it. Setka serving well this set.
Oswald, Lizzie. Good set to the outside. There's the.
That's the timeout.
She went. Nope, that's out of bounds.
Oh, just kidding.
That is normally cross-court Drucksmann. She decided to go near court and went out of bounds. Lizzie Simmons on the serve.
All right.
I think that Allison Grippentrog, I don't know if I said that right, probably butchered it, was expecting a quick set right there for the Red Hawks. Here's Lizzie again with the power serve, a little bit too much power. Yvette Rodriguez getting ready to come in for Lizzie. Again, Lizzie in there primarily for her blocking and her offense. Rodriguez more in there for her defense. Maddie Moran, there's Malela with the set. Erica has to punch it over. Outside, a good attempt at a block, just got there a hair too late. And we got 20-17 in favor of the Red Hawks.
Largest set lead in this set, that is. The 3-point lead for the Red Hawks. Make it 4. The ace for
Ortiz. There's that timeout. There's that timeout. Well, it's a little bit of a tough one here. It's going to be 21-17 once the board changes.
This one here feeling like it's slipping away a little bit from the Lions in set 4, and Benedictine here, I'm sure, wants to keep their foot on the gas. 4 more points to wrap this one up.
Trying to rally the Lions loyal. They're kind of quiet there back in the corner. If you're watching online and you know anyone sitting here at the game, give them a quick text. Tell them they got to get loud here. Silent K may be getting ready to rally them. There we go.
Ortiz back to set here for Benedictine. Sadie to set.
I never quite understand that. That was a hit from back further. Supposedly a clean block, but their net's bouncing. So I think there might have been a little net touch there. There's Yvette. Assist to Yvette Rodriguez. And we're going to see 23-17.
Ortiz looking to bring it all the way home. And she's got set point coming here as that one does not make it back over the nets.
That's going to be match point, Matt.
Match point.
And another timeout from Coach Chrissy. Matt, not a lot of talking going on the Lions side on defense. It seems like there's a lot of miscommunication happening and some errant balls because of it, but Coach Christie trying to rally the troops regardless of the score.
Got to play to the end, Jason, even when you feel it slipping on you. Keep playing hard. Stick with your fundamentals. This one was I believe, a 16-16 game at one point, and Benedictine has scored 8 of the last 9 points.
That is some quick math for later in the evening here, Matt. After a long day of teaching.
Yes.
All right, Ortiz trying to get the match win here. Rodriguez, here's Chegg, Erica Graves. Coming to the outside. Loyola check there. Moses. Rodriguez with the free ball. Going to be set to the outside.
That'll do it. Benedictine takes set 4.
25 to
Takes the match.
25 to 17.
25-17.
3-1.
It's the match score. 3-1 is the set score.
Next broadcast for the Prof. G and Shively channel here this Saturday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Men's soccer will take on somebody. I want to say it's Nelson. Is that right?
Nelson
I
University
believe it is
are
Nelson.
crosstown NCCAA rivals.
Yep. So be here in person if you can be. If you can't be, we'd love to have you join us for the broadcast. And tune in again Thursday for episode 5 of our Next Play podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube and social media. Thanks again for joining us. Till next time, we'll see you. Good night.
Peace.